is October 28th. And if you take out your pen, or you might even want to take out a highlighter, we can highlight some important definitions. Mm-hmm. Oh, the handout? Yes.
It's okay, because I just wanted to.
Do you need any more?
No,
Okay.
fine, but if someone
Yeah.
there's no extra.
Yes, you can borrow a pencil. So we're looking at shapes. Geometry is an area of mathematics that studies shapes. And symmetry, you'll notice in your notes, the symmetry definition isn't there, so this will be one that you're going to need to add in. So when I give you your notes, some of the stuff is on there, but some of the stuff you need to write down. So symmetry, an object has symmetry if it can be reflected or rotated to produce the same object. So if you can flip something over and it's the same object, it has symmetry. So you'll need to write that part down.
Does this still have a nose?
No.
Because, like, my tonsils are not, like, all I need to go somewhere.
So line symmetry, another definition you're going to write in. So I'll highlight it here. When an image has two identical reflected halves formed by drawing a straight line through the object, we call that line symmetry. And then this part is in your notes. So you just need to add this part from here to here in your notes. This part you can see is already on the next page. So once you're finished writing that definition down, here is an octagon, same shape as a stop sign. An octagon has lots of lines of symmetry. I've labeled only 3 of them here. One of them is a vertical line of symmetry, one of them is a horizontal line of symmetry, and one of them is an oblique, which means diagonal, line of symmetry. So I want you to think, which one's which? Which is the vertical line, which is the horizontal line, and which is the oblique line? And label them just with V for vertical, H for horizontal, O for oblique. I'll give you exactly 15 seconds head start for that. Okay. So I want you to think, and I want you to try to decide which one's the vertical line, which one's the horizontal line, and which one's the oblique line. And a check if you got them right. So remember, horizontal line is like a flat line. You think of the horizon being like this. Not very many horizons are straight up and down. That would be weird. Okay, so that has a horizontal line. Vertical is straight up and down. When you're talking about someone jumping, you talk about their vertical and how high they can jump. They're jumping straight up and down. And then the diagonal one is the one that's diagonal. The other word for that is oblique. Now, this is 3 of the lines of symmetry. Can you see that this shape has another oblique? And I'd like you to add it in. Another oblique one there. Another oblique one through there. So one of the things we're going to be asked to do is to draw all the lines of symmetry. Once you've drawn them all, fill in the blank. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? In this one, we've drawn them all. How many are there? Can you count them? Close, close.
8,
Okay.
8, 17. It's literally 8 though. No.
So
You were wrong.
what happened when you did 16 is you went around and went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and went all the way around and got 16, right? Can you see, though, when you count this vertical one, you can't count it again once you get to the bottom. If you counted all the way around and got 16, you would have counted each one twice. So I go 1, I'll do them in purple here, 2, whoa, that's a bad drawing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're all done. So there are 8 lines of symmetry on this shape. Okay? Is the human face symmetrical?
No.
Somewhat, right? Because we got eyes on both sides, we got ears on both sides,
It's not all of them are even.
but they're not all even. If you would take and cut this guy's face in half and reflect it over, this is what he would look like. Okay? I mean, it still looks like a person, so a person does have some symmetry.
Can you do that to my face to see how it's Yeah, do it.
You can take, I'm sure there's an app out there that does
Why
that,
don't you do it to Justin?
but I don't have that app right now.
Do you think it would look like your parents?
I guess you have to decide if you want to look skinnier or heavier, depending on which half you choose.
How come people use the term skinnier, but when they use heavier, how come people use skinnier, like, but when they say, like, fatter, like, they use a different word?
Oh.
It sounds rude.
Maybe
Skinnier could be.
skinnier is.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Can you draw a line of symmetry for each of these shapes? So again, I'll get you to try it first, and then we'll check how you did. Lines of symmetry. Vertical line right through there. Horizontal line right through there. Horizontal line right through there. This one,
There's no butterfly on my paper.
you have to turn your page. And the Canadian flag right down the middle. The next two. And for the last one, right down the middle. For the last one, do you see, what do you see? You see two people?
I see a vase.
You see a vase or see the two people? The white. Okay. All right, here's a puzzle for you. Can you figure this out? What does that say? If you look at the white, if you look at just the white, hello.
I didn't know for sure, but with the H and the E, I kind of just guessed it.
There you go. Draw all the lines of symmetry for these shapes. So your test questions will look like this. Here's a shape. How many lines of symmetry does it have? Can you draw them all and say how many it has? How many did you, Bella, pick someone for the next one? How many did you get? There's more than one for this one.
You got it wrong.
There is one there, one there, one there. For 3 lines of symmetry. Justin, pick someone for the next one. Riley. This is the easy one since we've done it already. How many are there? There are 8. Okay. Through all the middles. And then through all of the points as well. And 8. 8 of them. It looks like a lot more once you draw it, doesn't it? And Riley, pick someone for the next one. Jacoby, how many lines of symmetry on the letter H? There's 2. Perfect. One this way and one this way for 2 of them. Draw a rectangle. Oops. I want to draw that. I want to draw. How many lines of symmetry does a rectangle have? If you have your mirrors, hopefully you checked and found there's a horizontal one, there's a vertical one, but if you tried the diagonal ones, because a lot of people think the diagonal would work, you find out that it doesn't reflect well. It does cut the rectangle in half, but it isn't a line of symmetry, right? So this one has only 2. If you tried your oblique one with your mirror, it just doesn't match up. It makes a kite shape instead. So another thing that this unit says is it says, if I give you the line of symmetry, can you complete the drawing? Okay? See how well your drawing is. All right, I'm going to try it on here as well while you're working.
Just saying it's not going to be a pretty drawing.
Oh.
I tried.
Let's see. It didn't work. Why don't you draw it on the...
I didn't find that save.
Okay, I want to see your drawings. So one of the things that you can do to help yourself is whatever distance this point is away from the line of symmetry, it has to be the same distance on the other side. So some of your drawings, if you look at them, they go way off. Some of you haven't finished them yet. That can help you get an idea for the symmetry, measuring out those distances straight across. Okay, for the next one, we're going to have a challenge. Someone's going to come up here and draw as best as they can. Bella. Okay. So what color do you want to start with? Green or red? Red. So there's your red pen. No. And you're not allowed to use an eraser, so hopefully you did a good job. Yeah, you do have a time limit. I'm only going to give you a minute. Okay. And green.
Can you stop making fun of me?
Yeah, for real. I'd like to see you go up there and draw a star.
Not bad, not bad on the stars. Okay, you've got
Don't mess up the stars.
30 seconds left. Finish the red. And then we got a green.
No, not right there, Bella.
Did the wrong way, Bella.
Green is good. Green is looking good.
You know what?
There we go.
Tell me what countries.
So, have a seat. All right. So, stars, pretty good job. Green, pretty good job. Red, looks like this side has got a triangle kind of shape and this side turned into rectangle kind of shape. So, there is a little bit there. So, we're going to erase what you got there.
Can someone else draw?
I'm going to try to see how I do.
I would like to.
Okay. I'll start with my red really quick. Okay, and now. What do you mean cheating? Green. Then I'll do my stars. Cheating? How is that cheating? It's pretty good, eh?
Ooh, what are we gonna do? Grass.
It's coming. So now we get to some advanced lines of symmetry. Okay? In this one, it says each drawing below shows half of the figure. We want to draw the other half if you do a reflection in the horizontal line going through y equals 3. So first of all, on your graph, do you know your graph has an x-axis and a y-axis? The x-axis is horizontal or vertical? The x-axis is horizontal. The y-axis is vertical. So if it's going through y equals 3, I go on my vertical axis and I'm going to put a dot right there. Can you see that that dot is where y is equal to 3? Can you draw a horizontal line through y equals 3? Now I'm going to redraw the original shape on here. There's the original shape. Again, when trying to match it up perfectly, you can use key points. For example, this point right there. How far away is it from the horizontal line of symmetry?